What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to continue talking about the Joyful Christmas Eve event. However, we haven't talked too much about the Treasure Train event this week. We've kind of talked about it briefly. We, of course, did our own Treasure Train tickets, which went kind of good, kind of bad. We ended up doing a ton of them, but what we haven't really talked about is what low spenders or free-to-play players should be doing with their rewards, because not everybody should technically be using these Treasure Train tickets this week. You might want to save them. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump into it and talk about the Christmas event. So one of the perfect examples to talk about this is our B series. So as you guys know, we have our B series. We did our Soul Awakenings. We did a lot of our summons, all this fun stuff kind of getting taken care of here. We've got all these things. We're going to be doing a lot of this once we do a couple more summons here in the next day or so. We'll finish that up probably tomorrow. But one thing we haven't talked about too much, let's make sure we claim these every single day too, is this right here. Now, you can see we've already consumed 10 of them. We actually have 22 more. And in my opinion, this is going to be my first point of advice. If you can't do 30 of these in this event, do not use them. You want to use 30 to potentially get this chest, if and only if you still need a couple specific treasures. One of them is the Encapsulated Memories. This one gives crit damage to your account, and I believe it's the Sweet Slumber one. This one gives holy damage. Those are two of the best treasures to have because it gives you stats that you really don't get anywhere else in the games. And the nice thing is they're orange ones, they're not even pink ones. So yeah, Encapsulated Memories gives crit damage, and then the other one is the Slumber, the Sweet Slumber, that gives holy damage. Those are two to really go after, because compared to everything else, they give something that you just really can't get your hands on, and there really aren't any other super high tier amazing, yeah, because they're just like speed, stuff like that. All the other really good ones are like the pink ones to give all damage dealt, whether it's Void Campaign, whether it's Transcendence Heroes. This is the first time where I will say doing 30 of them is going to be very, very good, and exactly what we are going to do here today. So we already have 10 done. We need to do 20 more, so that's what we're going to do. We are not going to be saving these up. We are going to cash them in. If you hit something, cool, awesome. It looks like we have a ton of purple treasures that we've never unlocked before. So that is, again, more stats that we could get. Could you imagine if we actually high rolled there? Now, sadly, that's not going to be a ton of power for our account. But what that does allow us to do at this point, and as you guys can see, we don't really have much on this account at all. We kind of got lucky, of course, doing the event on the first 10. We're going to go for the reindeer as well in this event. So those are two really good things. We get this chest. Now that is really, really good, because what that means is we can cash that chest in when it finally shows up to our bag to get the Encapsulated Memories and get some crit damage. But you'll notice we also still have some left over in this event. God, there's so many events here. So again, only doing 30 is good. Doing to 60 if you can do 30 more. Again, that's another situation that is pretty good. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to how many tickets you have. Now, the stockings are one of the ways to get them. You can get, what, 3 tickets daily? So you can get 21 of them from this alone. And then you're also getting some by doing the actual heroic summon loops. Every loop gives you 4 more of them. So that's 16 plus 21. That brings you over 30. But what that also does is it leaves you with some remainder charm treasure coupons, and you can actually see we have some back from Mid-Autumn Festival as well. Just because they're old and you can't use them currently doesn't mean they are useless. And this is also going to be advice for anyone who has 30 tickets or less from this event. If you don't have more than 30 tickets, if for some reason you only did like maybe the loops, but you didn't do, or you don't have this stocking, or vice versa, either way, if you don't have 30 tickets, my advice is this. When an event ends, you can come up to this top right corner here. You can take previous Treasure Train tickets, like these charm ones right here were for the Mid-Autumn Festival, and you can just convert them right on over perfectly, nice and easy. It is weird how it like I guess I don't know what this part is, honestly. We're just gonna do all 10 quick select them, replace them. We basically get 10 treasure train tickets instead of the 10. Oh, that's our grand total right there. Gotcha. So now that turns into 15 regular tickets. What we'll do again is once this event ends and we roll over to the next week's events, those charm Christmas tickets are going to show up here as well, and then you can then once again convert them over to regular tickets. And like I said, these tickets are important because there are special events that come up. We had one in the past month that used regular treasure coupons, so you're gonna want to save these up if possible and try to get some good rewards in that special event as well. However, treasure crystals can be safely used in the normal search. Now again, normal search is an interesting one because saving to 150 while good and getting things like the Alien Land Arcade is awesome to get more MAME. I think this one is MAME. 150 takes forever for a lot of people. Usually going up to like 30, maybe even 60 to get like a really good one here, because I know there's a few that are like actually pretty solid in the gamer series. They give some good secondary stats because surprisingly enough, if you go to retro gaming and you take a look at the red ones, they have stuff for void campaign that's really good. You get damage reduction, you got I think there's, oh actually it's the green ones, damage reduction here, block percentage, precision, skill damage. Again, a rare one to see is skill damage, but even just going for something like damage reduction isn't the worst thing in the world, and it's a green treasure, and guess what, you can get it from that chest right there. So that's pretty cool that you can grab them. Saving up to 30 to 60 of the treasure crystals is not a bad idea, but again, remember, try not to use these treasure coupons on the normal search. Also, wait until the search has a special little icon. Sometimes there's an up series, and the best one in my opinion to go for, at least I think is what most people go for, is that Alien Arcade. This one, or the retro gaming series, feels like it is one of the best ones in my opinion. It gives a lot of stuff geared towards void campaign, and that is the most important game mode out there. So it gives you the best boost, and again, right now would be a horrible time to do it because there is no special bonus up in this series. It's just the old traditional one, so you have to be vigilant, you have to pay attention. Guild, of course, you can use anytime you want, and special search this week, only do it if you have 30 or 60 or 100. You want to do it in groups. Don't go 35, don't do 40. You're kind of wasting them at this point. Take them, turn them into regular treasure train tickets, and then you'll be in a good spot. So hopefully that helps you guys out decide what to do. If it does, if you have any other questions, of course, leave them in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.